Welcome back, Dizzy Gang, to another video of Age of Empires 2. And I was talking to my friends, because believe it or not, I actually have friends, despite playing Age of Empires. And I hollered at Lorhey, and I said, Lorhey, yoo-hoo, send me something, just send me a save file. And like, he had no idea I'm making a video, no idea really. So we're here. He just said this was good, so we shall see. But this is kind of much more higher elo than I actually normally cover, because this is 1750. Normally, to me, 900 is like my limit. You know, it's kind of like, whoa, we need to slow down. But yeah, over in here in blue, the way we have Merlin AoE. Maybe he's going to do some magic tricks and, you know, show around. But this Wei's pretty cool. And in red, we have Lorhey as the Slavs. My favorite civ. I love the Slavs. They're just such a good civilization. And this is, of course, Arabia. We all know Arabia. Very hilly. Lots of oases all around. And yeah, we shall see what comes of this video. Both players. Obviously, they're going to be very solid. They're not going to make mistakes. This elo, you know, you're basically the equivalent of human Terminators at this elo. You just... Look at that. Both pushing in Diaz. Not the greatest of... That's fine. They are pushing in the Diaz. So... Wei is kind of like one of those civilizations. They get into like Janbei raiders. They're going to be like really difficult. Great cavalry civilization. Not too great with monks. Overall, is just kind of like an alright, okay civ. You also get like a receive one free villager for economy upgrade researched. They're okay. I like them. And of course, the Slavs just pop off, man. Arson, Gambeson's free. Siege workshops units. Cheaper monks, they're just super fast monks, and the farmers working faster. They just don't give a crap, right? That is the Slavs, and that's why I love the Slavs. So we're going up to feudal age. Very quick feudal from Merlin. Just well executed build orders. They don't care. They have no time for errors. They are crazy gamers, big brain, OP. Gamers, and we're going to slow it down eventually to real time. Let's see what Lorhey's scout is now going to start venturing off into the wilderness, seeing what's what. What does he see? A barracks. Scary. That looks like a middle finger in the map. You know, really crooked middle finger, but... What is the old scouts of... Oh! Maybe this is why Lorhey wanted to send it to me. Because he knows I freaking love the bully boys. And here we are, 3 bully boys rushing on in. His scout almost got taken out there. But the TC, that's not ideal. Scout is kind of like a struggle for Merlin. Does find the base. From Lorhey. And in come the bully boys. Look at this. Straight in. Not finding too much damage or value though. It's gone over here. Okay, so I think the Discord notification sound come through then. My bad. An idle villager here. Oh, she's hiding. She don't want to be put to work. She's like, hell no. Lorhey's looking to do some damage. On the prowl. And these villagers are like boxed in. Look at that. Very boxed in right now. Slavs just... Oh man, I love the Slavs. The fact they get Arson and Gambesons for free is just like, hell yes. Up the Slavs. Here we go. Lorhey's starting to wall his base. However, the villagers are going to be found here and picked off. Look at the micro. Oh, he's not able to stop it. Oh, this is a bloodbath, kind of. Is pushed back. The spearman comes across. It does manage one villager pick. Could have been much more worse there. Continue to watch this. Both players locking in. Seeking the win to raise their elo. Their elo. What an interesting duel we have so far. Merlin's just sending his scouts forward. But now it's just a one villager pick. If Lorhey walls the base like that, it looks like a heart. It looks like a love heart. A love heart base. Ooh, I like that. Oh, but Merlin actually finally brings back these scouts, and this could be crazy damage. But Lorhey stands on the hill. Oh my god, look at this. I always forget just how crazy men-at-arms are, but unfortunately it's just too much numbers of scouts, and the men-at-arms go down. Now Merlin has full army control here. We're looking at the heart base. Is Lorhey's heart going to be broken? We shall find out soon, that is for sure. Although the scouts have gone a bit idle, so there we go, they're starting to move now. Lorhey just hiding his scout over here. We'll start moving on to gold, just going to try and figure out, maybe try and get up to Castle Age. Good timing on the walls. Actually gets the walls down. As the scouts are on the prowl. 16 minutes in. Right now they're starting to break through, but there's spears all over the place. Of course, mining upgrades. Coming in for Merlin, who has a very standard layout, kind of, really. And this is the Love Heart layout. Lorhey deletes a piece of the wall, and it's going to kind of come around, but Merlin spots it. That was a nice old flank maneuver. Very, very good from Lorhey, but unfortunately, you know, just got found. Gotta be so careful. Once again, the scouts trying to break in. These spears will come around and stop this from pushing in. Maybe this time Lorhey's going to catch them. No. Great attention from Merlin. As Lorhey's having to once again quickly wall. This is such a cool heart base. And so far Lorhey's heart remains unbroken. Gonna go for wheelbarrow. Look over here. It's a slight advantage for Merlin, who has more resources collected, more economy. And now the archer's coming in, but this feels weird for this archer to come in. But I will do the job. Well, he has to be really careful with these spears now. It's an impressive amount of scouts, but not getting any damage done. And now Lorhey and Merlin both click up to Castle Age. Let's see what's going on over there. Okay, a little bit. Alright. So both players kind of neck and neck. A slight advantage for Merlin. Trying to break through. The archer's like doing some work here, just knocking back the villagers. Fletching's going to come in. Oh. But the spears have come around. And the spears have come around. Oh. They could have had like much more. It could have been much worse for Merlin there. Kind of like Parfum was a bit weird, I think. That's a lot of weak scouts. Problem is, Merlin is probably gonna, you know, pivot into... Actually, yeah, Janbei Raiders. Oof. Janbei frickin' Raiders. And that's gonna be really rough to deal with. Lorhey. Trying to keep that heart alive. The tip of the heart is starting to be fractured, but that's okay. And Lorhey is probably just gonna go into... I don't know. We shall see. Look at the idle TC behind this there. Mad lads. We get bloodlines. Okay, interesting. Gold mining and now Castle Age is in for both players. This is where the interesting stuff starts. We're going to have 3 knights from Lorhey. And are we just going to go crossbows? Interesting. Okay. I so would have gone with Jambé Raiders here. Actually, I don't know. Why am I saying what I'd go for? They're the 1700 players. This feels like archers. I mean, they work. They just, you know, they are archers after all. It just feels like this Jambé just go like beast modes, but then again, he's not seen any archery ranges, so he knows there's no counter to this so far. But, you see these knights running out. Oh no. Second armor comes in. Lorhey. Just dancing and dodging around. House goes down. Second TC placed. Lorhey's heart is expanding into a fist of anger. An anger fist. Kind of such nerdy micro. There we go. There's the Jambé Raiders. Oh, he engages. Keeping that weak knight alive, but just too many units from Merlin. Having to push back these knights. There's a little nice choke point here. But the problem is the Jambé Raiders are going to start coming in thick and fast. You see them now trickling in. Absolute craziness. Both players very matched so far. Both going up to second TC. Oh, it's just so brutal, these Jambé Raiders. They just really do take out the trash. I'm about to get the first armor. This is a lot of pressure on Lorhey. Where he actually sees the crossbow kind of like on their own and gets the surround here. Oh, this really nice spot from Lorhey. Just a moment of hesitation there from Merlin, and that was punished fully. Really nice stuff there from Lorhey. It's actually pushing it back. Even the Tiger's getting involved. Yeah, this is the scariest thing though about the Wei. The Jambé Raiders are insane. They're so glorious. Oh, back to Lorhey's base, and yeah, the eco difference is quite big now, coming up to 6 or 7. But we're having a little pause in the fighting, which is good. Gives a little moment to regather the troops, the units. Jambé once again coming back for more. Maybe even snipes the villager here. Misses. No ballistics. Knights fending him off. Pretty well. Now Lorhey with the monks. Gonna try and convert some, but great gameplay from both. Just kind of like teasing each other. Not fully going forward. Just kind of able to hold this off. And Merlin decides to go into a free TC, so that's very interesting. This over here, Guild Market. But hold on, Lorhey has expanded outwards here. Trying to catch off Merlin by surprise. The old wizard's sleeve. Lorhey has not too much good vision right now. Oh, there's a hole! Oh my god! No way! The sneak attack from Lorhey finds the one gap. Such a pain for Merlin right now, who's done so well to get into this position, but this attack might be forward here though, because there's a lot of Jambé, and it's pushing Lorhey into a corner. There's a few hidden villagers there. They walled themselves up, and I believe the knights should go down. Or not. They're just units, absolute units, because they do have the second armor. And even more knights join the cohort here. Merlin's under a lot of pressure. There's always a hole. There's always a hole indeed. And a lot of the knights are doing so good damage, but the problem is that the knights are getting whittled down by the Jambé raiders. It's the question of, can you do enough damage to the economy? Fortunately, most of the knights go down. And this is the problem. When the Jambés come back, Lorhey's in such a great position right now. Kind of a really needed damage. His heart is expanding. Very nice. Such a fun game so far. Finally, Merlin's going to get ballistics, which is going to make those Jambé raiders even more so deadlier. And Lorhey is going to go out now, collect the relics, which is going to be nice. And it's even still, there's still a hole. And can you believe it? Lorhey is still getting value from these knights. And Merlin is looking a little bit frazzled right now. Sometimes all it takes for you to just falters is just a small piece of luck, like a little hole, you know? It happens to everyone. Whether you're 600, 1600, 2300, does not matter. Oh no, Lorhey is going to switch into some scopes, which is very nice. It's going to push back the Jambé raiders. And Merlin is going to go for a siege. Very interesting game so far, and I'm actually really enjoying it. It's very back and forth. So I'm glad that Lorhey sent me this, even though he doesn't know it's going to be uploaded. Nice. Going to secure another relic. You see Merlin really has been rattled there the odd time climbing. Now potentially feeling like he needs to do something to catch up. Such a nice mass of knights. Look at them dancing around. Great damage from the Jambé. Castle coming down, maybe we'll see like Tuntian or something. Maybe not. Bless me. Sorry about that. Stone mining. Once again, the game comes to a lull, which is to be expected. You know, you have your moments of fight and your moments of chill out. Lorhey still once again massing knights. Again, lots of great vision. Snipes the villager, but there's a mangonel trying to hit the scorpions. He's going to hit the scorpions. Oh, but it's a little bit of miss micro there from Merlin. And loses the mangonel. Pain. Another mangonel comes out and joins the fray. A lot of weak Jambé now. This monk can come around to start healing. Again, sorry for the coughing. I'm just so excited from this. Damn, look at that. They just obliterate. The mangonel comes out now this time. Oh, gets a hit, but only one hit. But the knights are taking a lot of damage once again. The scorpion's struggling. 4 TCs now for Merlin. Resources collected in favour of Lorhey, but I'm just wondering what Lorhey is going to do now. Gonna go to Imp and go with the light cavalry. Again, the Slavs have insane light cav. Just such strong farm and eco that you can just pivot. Eventually you can go in like detonates as well. Just get really cheap castles, have castles everywhere, TCs everywhere. Happy days. Really impressed from the outposts. Now once again Merlin pushing in, trying to get some damage. What a nerd! 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 You can really see both players tense. Monk's trying to get his goodies. Higuang. The Higuang is in. Sorry about that. I need to drink some water. I don't have no water near me. The light cavs deal with the Higuang. Scorpions go down. But this Xianbei mass is kind of still unanswered. 1 minute left for Imperial for Lorhey. Once again, the game comes to just a slight pause in the action. I'm going to try and come in with the raids. Merlin obviously seen the scouts, so doesn't want to risk it for a biscuit. Another castle going up. Kind of an interesting castle. I think this could be a little bit positioned differently maybe, but doesn't want to risk going forward, to be honest. It is right, but there's not too many units from Lorhey here. Maybe it was further, but Lorhey just hit Imp. So, oh, and there's another hole. There's always a frickin' hole. There was no hole in Lorhey's heart. No defense was getting in, but this one, big oof. Once again, nice raids from the light cav. Lorhey expands TCs. Merlin's kind of floating quite a lot bit of food here. The Tiger Cav is an interesting choice as well because, like, it's only good against range soldiers in a way, so like it's like very situational. Lorhey's going to go into Cavalier and Blast Furnace. Very interesting. I'm going to place a castle here. Maybe just a little bit. Well, I don't know. Maybe just a little bit further just to get this gold, secure this gold. But it's fine. Parthian tactics now coming in for Merlin and Bracer and Chemistry. All the big guns coming in. A few knights here waiting on the prowl. And there's a lot of Xianbei raiders. The knight's going to find any damage. Damage. Oh, Merlin's paying attention this time. The wizard is aware. Lorhey's like kind of fully boomed right now, which is nice. 25 pop away. Gonna go into heavy scorpion as well. Merlin's just a little bit away. 168 to 174. Once again, a little pause in the combat to regather their thoughts, regather their senses. This is so awkward. A gate was placed here, but it's an overchop. Like, these could have run in right here, and this would be, again, disastrous. But luckily, Lorhey doesn't notice in. Uh-oh. Maybe he does. Tiger Cav coming in, but they're just going to be quickly stopped. If Lorhey notices this is going to be hell to pay. Question is he? Oh, now it's closed again. Traction trebuchets on the field for Merlin. Gonna try and start making a push for Lorhey's base. Once again, the raid's coming in. Oh, this is gonna be so close. Oh no! Uh-oh. Yep, no, this is brutal. This is brutal. The units are in, and they are causing chaos and mayhem. A nice find once more for Lorhey. Raids are coming all in, and this is the break he kind of needs. Right as he's being pushed. Look at that absolute madness back there. The Scorpions are struggling with the fight. The traction traps are doing a pretty nice job actually of taking out the Scorpions. Tiger Cavalry coming swooping around the sides. Oh, I guess I convert. The famous Slav Tiger Cav. Finally, the raiding is stopped. Oh, but the light cav just running in once again, sniping. This is such a good game. I'm glad this was sent to me. Oh, it's so brutal. Those raids were brutal. 55 villager kills. But trying to stop this massive Jambe is proven quite difficult. I wonder if the gold situation's like... Lorhey did secure 3 of the relics at least, so that's good. Oh, and he's going to have to actually sneak over here to get the golds, as well as castling this gold, which is really, really great job. In fact, we are going to get a forward castle right now. And this is going to be a nice one. Merlin is so focused on this push. That is so easy to lose track. So maybe we're not going to get a forward castle, but this is... You start to think of like prime castle time here, right? There are Jambe raiders, so who knows? Finally into Halb for Merlin. This castle is having issues, but here's the forward castle. An eye for an eye makes the world blind, right? Another TC coming down for Merlin. Counter castle for... No, just decides, okay. Sees the light cavs. Oh no, he's going to go for it. Oh, and the Scorpions are pushing forward. This is a lot of action going on. Castle goes down for Lorhey. And just... a lot of the Jambe raiders having to come back to try and fight this. Lorhey once again with the aggressive raids. Popcat at 200. Is Merlin going to pull something out of his sleeve? But the Scorpions are so clumped together. They gotta be so careful. Castle goes up. And this push is completely stopped thanks to, like, Lorhey had such a good push here. There's totally shifted the momentum. Another castle comes down from Merlin. Gotta be careful of these traction traps. They're very good at sniping traps. Another castle gets maybe denied. No, it goes up. Oh, just slightly caught the Trebs out of place there. There's a Halbs, but manages to snipe one. Maybe even two traction Trebs. No. Castle goes down and this push is actually stopped. Really nice defense there from Merlin. This game is popping off. One thing which worries me is Merlin has a great big mess of units. All of Lorhey's units have gone down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Another castle comes back to protect the flank. Units going down over here. The staff ball pushing once more. Can't believe that. How many castles? 6 castles. It's crazy. Kind of worried about this push. I think this push might be a bit scary to stop. Despite the damage Lorhey's done to the villagers, Berlin's still in there. Gonna get Mingguang and Tentian. I think Mingguang is mounted units plus full melee, which is just like, not really. And now it feels like once again Lorhey is hanging on, and it feels like Merlin has flipped this around and is currently dictating where and what. This is so nice from Lorhey. They'll just have the initiative to actually steal this gold. And Merlin does know about it, but it's just ignored. And that's a lot of Trebs hitting the castle. It's just so many Janbeis. It's hard to whittle them down when they're in such a mess. Merlin did find the gold pile. There's just like hussars everywhere. Although he has so much resources in the bank. What an insane game. As Merlin tries to put a TC over here. Another TC kind of denied, but the Janbe's here. Oh. Oh my god! It'd be cool if these Trebs would actually aim at the traction Trebs. I think they take them down, but this is a huge engagement. And a lot of the Janbe are weak, and this is being pushed back fully. The Scorpions are hitting big. And Merlin's whittled down to 13 Janbe's, 19. And the Hussar raids are coming relentless, as this is TC'd, but now Lorhey gets his own revenge. And castles the TC. Raids everywhere. Raids galore. And these are going to raid around the back, which is very nice. I think Merlin spots it because he tries to stonewall it, but it may be too late. What a great castle this was from Lorhey. And in comes another hole. And Lorhey straight in there. Look at that. What an insane game. What am I watching? the Jambe is really whittled down. I'm gonna try and get elite target cav, but I don't think that's the unit, right? I do not think that's the unit. Or maybe it is. Maybe I'm the silly one. But now Lorhey is really starting to get the map control. You see, they're kind of getting this crescent around the base of Merlin, really pushing forward now. Merlin's not massing troops. Just kind of trickling them in. And now it's starting to feel like Lorhey has actually got this indeed. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this game, because this was insane. Lorhey was very modest about it, just, oh, I got a good game to watch if you want. I don't think it's had a good game, just check this recording out or something. Because I was like, gonna be to send me, yeah. This. But that was really nice. Scorpion's kind of being pushed back there, but... what a game this has been. My Discord notifications even agree. They add more Scorpions behind this, but oh, both players must be so exhausted after this. They've been fighting back and forth, tooth and nail. Merlin desperately trying for another trick. Lorhey has a lot of gold now. An insane amount of gold. Oh my god. Monkeys, let's go. Hell yes. Look at that gap. Look at that thick gap. Sorry. Yeah. GG, well played. What an insane game that was. That was very enjoyable. We're going to take a look at the stats. I really enjoyed that. And hopefully you all guys did too. So, not often we do the high level gameplay here. Normally we're just full of disasters and stuff, but I enjoyed that replay, so that will definitely be uploaded to YouTube. Lorhey doesn't know. It just goes straight up. What an insane game. Thank you to Lorhey for sharing this with me. I really enjoyed it, actually. Nerd! We're nerds. And I'll see you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Dizzy AoE.